Now, you told me that your parents sold drugs and that's where you learned it from, and you've been selling drugs since seventh grade, right? You are now in your 30s. At some point, you got to cut off where you say it's your parents' fault for your actions. You understand?
It's my own fault. I was addicted to the fast money.
In this emotional courtroom exchange, Judge Boyd confronts a man who's been selling drugs since the seventh grade and who continues to blame his parents for his choices. At 30 years old, with 2 children and tattoos reading "Reckless" and "No Mercy for the Weak," he now faces prison time for evading arrest. Judge Boyd gives him a clear ultimatum: stop the excuses and change your life, for your kids and for yourself, or spend the rest of your life behind bars. Watch as Judge Boyd delivers a powerful lesson about accountability and the consequences of living recklessly.
Court is calling 2023 CR 5612, State of Texas versus Theodore Joel McCullough.
The hearing opens with Judge Boyd addressing a familiar face, Theodore Joel McCullough. This isn't his first time in her courtroom. The charge, evading arrest, a second-degree felony. Judge Boyd carefully goes through every detail, his plea deal, his rights, and his understanding of the case. The defendant listens quietly, answering with polite yes ma'ams, as the weight of his decisions hangs in the air. At this moment, the courtroom feels calm, but you can sense the storm brewing beneath the surface. Do you think repeating yes ma'am means respect or resignation to his fate?
Could I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Of course, good for the defense.
And are you Mr. McCullough?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. McCullough, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record. All right, we're back on the record. Showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you weigh the reading of the indictment?
Yes.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're waiving count 2 and proceeding on count 1 and also the enhancements.
Showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna need you to speak up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of evading arrest, detention, second or more as a second-degree felony? The range of punishment for that offense is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargaining agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
The legal formality continues. The judge confirms that Theodore fully understands his plea, no contest, and that he's giving up his right to a jury trial. The prosecution and defense agree on a recommendation: 3 years in prison, suspended for probation. But there's a twist. The felony drug court is full, leaving fewer chances for rehabilitation. You can almost feel Judge Boyd's frustration as she still tries to find a program that could help him. When the system runs out of second chances, should the judge still give one?
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 1 with enhancements. Punishments be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state recommends community supervision. You are to agree that you've been previously convicted of 1 or 2 or more felonies for enhancement. There's no application for deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
It is, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 100 hours of community service restitution and a referral to felony drug court. What I can tell both parties is that I was just informed today that felony drug court is at capacity. So he won't be able to go there. I'll still put the referral in and they'll probably make a recommendation for something else. All right. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense in count one, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Theodore pleads no contest to the charge and true to his prior felonies. It's a quiet confession, one that seals his fate. The judge reviews the evidence, accepts his plea, and officially finds him guilty. It's not dramatic, but it's final. Her calm voice delivers a sentence that could either reform him or break him completely. Would you call this justice or just another cycle of failure repeating itself?
And to the enhancements, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
And that is to both enhancements?
Yes, ma'am.
State, any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1 with all of its attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right. After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. The court will find the enhancements true based upon your plea of true and based upon State's Exhibits 1 and attachments. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
And simply that my client has both work and family on the outside to go to after this occurrence.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
12 and 9.
Who are they with now?
Their mother.
All right. How often have you been using drugs before you were placed into custody?
How often?
Yes.
Like every other day. Not that much.
All right. What were you using?
Marijuana.
And what else?
And Xanax.
As sentencing begins, the courtroom shifts from procedure to humanity. Judge Boyd asks Theodore about his life, his age, his children, and his past. He's only 30, with 2 kids, ages 12 and 9. He admits using marijuana and Xanax regularly before his arrest. Then comes the moment that hits hard. He dropped out of school in 7th grade to sell drugs. When the judge asks why, he simply says, "Not gonna lie, to sell drugs." A lifetime of choices summed up in one sentence. Heartbroken. Can honesty in a courtroom save you from the truth of your own actions?
All right. How far did you go in school?
7th grade.
Why did you drop out?
Sell drugs. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. I appreciate your honesty. So you were selling drugs
Well, yeah,
in the 7th grade?
grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, watching my mom and sell crack, and that's all I knew.
Okay.
How to sell drugs.
All right. And do these tattoos have any gang affiliation associated with them?
No, ma'am. I do. I like art and I do tattoos as well. So
All right. So what is the 93 underneath your chin?
93, the neighborhood I'm from.
Okay.
Indian
And
Creek.
what neighborhood would that be?
Indian Creek. The 9's the I and the 3's the C.
All right. And what is this red tattoo?
No mercy for the weak with a rosary.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years.
Judge Boyd dives deeper. His tattoos tell another story. 93 under his chin. No mercy for the weak on his face. He insists they're not gang-related, just art. But for the judge, tattoos like that symbolizing identity built on recklessness. It's a picture of a man torn between street pride and the chance for redemption. Art. Do tattoos define who you are or just remind you of who you were?
There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. 200 hours of community service restitution. 100 hours of those will be waived once you complete parenting classes and probation, whichever parenting classes you think are appropriate. The remainder of the 100 hours will be waived if you complete your GED or some sort of trade school or something to help you better yourself in life. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I want gang evaluation to see if he should be on gang supervision. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. UA hotline upon release, and that's until further notice. Field visits, one time per month until further notice. And of course, if it's gang supervision, then however the gang supervises it. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Oh, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction.
Then the sentencing comes down. 3 years in prison, suspended for 4 years of probation, a $1,500 fine, 200 hours of community service, and mandatory parenting classes. If he earns his GED or completes trade school, part of his service will be waived. A rare gesture of faith from Judge Boyd. She even orders a gang evaluation and monthly field visits, determined to keep him on track. It's strict, but fair. Do you think strict probation helps offenders rebuild their lives or just delays failure?
You're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. You have 2 children in this world. Either you're going to be in their life and be someone that they can look up to, or don't be in their life. I'm sure everybody in this courtroom can maybe say something that their parent may have done wrong. But at some point in time, the life you choose is the life you choose, and it's not your parents' fault. Now, you told me that your parents sold drugs, and that's where you learned it from, and you've been selling drugs since 7th grade, right? You are now in your 30s. At some point, you got to cut off where you say it's your parents' fault for your actions. You understand?
It's my own fault. I was addicted to the fast money.
All right, so you got to stop it, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
From here on out, everything you do, you need to ask yourself if it could result in me going to prison for 3 years. If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. If you have any questions about anything, let probation know. If you feel they're not addressing your issue, then you can come to the court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did any of those face tattoos, were any of those?
Then comes the heart of the hearing, the judge's personal lecture. She looks him straight in the eye and says, at some point, you have to stop blaming your parents. The life you choose is the life you choose. Theodore admits it's his fault. I was addicted to the fast money. This is the wake-up call moment. No legal jargon, no excuses, just truth. Judge Boyd's words are heavy, not hateful. She's teaching him that real strength comes from accountability. Have you ever met someone who blamed their past instead of owning their future?
Painful?
Not really.
And did you do them yourself or someone else?
Someone else.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Court is calling 2023 CR 5612, State of Texas versus Theodore Joel McCullough. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Your Honor.
Defense?
Your Honor, Hector Garza Jr.
All right. And are you Mr. McCullough?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Theodore Joel McCullough who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 5612 for the offense of evading arrest, detention, second or more on July 26, 2023 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violating condition number 4, Ventura County, Texas, defendant Theodore Joel McCullough, for giving their failed to report to the supervision officers actually acting for the months of April and August.
She doesn't stop there. Her advice turns practical. If it can land you in prison, don't do it. If it's a maybe, don't do it. Simple rules for a man who's lived too long by impulse. The courtroom softens when she asks about his tattoos. A final, almost human moment between judge and defendant. She wishes him luck, but her tone makes it clear. Luck won't be enough this time. Would you believe in someone like Theodore if they promised to change?
Four violations.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 3 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is your.
Yes.
Please, grant the motion to develop the individual office probation. It's been 2 years in the Texas Department of Corrections.
All right. Is that the agreement, counsel?
Agreement on 2 years and giving him credit for any time he served.
And Mr. McCullough, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes,
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
yes,
All right. Then the court will follow your agreement. The court will grant the motion, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, and give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to recommend the therapeutic community. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. If you continue thinking the way you think, you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison or in somebody's jail. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the court summary report that the court received, you need to do better. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And tattooing reckless on your head is not a good thing, because what you tattoo on your body, you start believing it, you see it every day. You understand? All right, when you're released from prison, if you need help with anything, with drug treatment or housing or something, if I'm still here, you can come back here. I'll pick up the phone to call somebody to help you. But don't pick up any new cases. You understand?
How much time ready do I have?
You'll have to speak to the clerk about that.
All right, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Months later, Theodore returns, this time for violating probation. He pleads true to the violation. The judge has no choice but to sentence him to 2 years in state prison. Yet again, she reminds him, if you keep thinking the way you think, you'll spend your life in prison. She points to his tattoo. Reckless. You see it every day, she says. You start believing it. But even in that moment, she offers him help, treatment, housing, a way out when he's released. It's tough love, the kind that might finally reach him. Do you think her compassion will make him change? Or is it already too late?
Judge Boyd reminds the defendant that what you put out into the world, even the tattoos you choose, shape who you become. She warns him that continuing on his reckless path will land him in prison for good, but also offers a ray of hope. When he gets out, if he needs help with treatment, housing, or guidance, she'll be there to help. What's your take? Should his rough childhood weigh more in his favor? Or are we all responsible for our own choices once we're grown? Leave your thoughts below and subscribe to stay up to date on the toughest lessons handed down in Judge Boyd's courtroom.
Theodore McCullough's story is a lesson in accountability. From a boy who learned the streets in 7th grade to a man tattooed with his own mistakes, he faced the law, the truth, and himself. Judge Boyd's message echoes beyond the courtroom. You can't blame your parents forever. The life you choose is the life you live. This isn't just about crime and punishment. It's about redemption, choices, and the power to change. What's your take? Should his rough childhood earn him more mercy, or does personal responsibility outweigh the past? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful real-life courtroom stories where justice meets humanity.